more recent release, bit of XDefiant. We teased it earlier on. I've been playing quite a lot this week, actually, a lot more than I expected to. New Ubisoft first-person shooter in the vein of COD / Overwatch, I think. It's
not as bad as Crossfire, is it?
No. It's actually. I'm enjoying it so much more than I thought I would. It's like a 6v6 shooter, like objective-based shooter. So you got stuff like capture the flag, not capture the flag. Is it called domination?
Domination.
You've got A, B, and C, and you got to capture
domination.
them. You've got one where you got to escort a package that moves on its own, but obviously you got to stay near it from A to B.
I've got a package you can escort, Jay.
Oh yeah.
And there's another
flustered.
one.
It's like,
yeah, you threw me off now. There's another game mode that's eluding me right now. Oh, it's one like King of the Hill.
King of the Hill. I was going to say, surely there has to be a King of the Hill in it.
Yeah, they're the only ones I've played. I don't know if there's any more that you sort of will be coming later on or not. But
so, what games are represented?
So the teams you can pick from are. I forget their official names, but as you said, the games they're based upon is The Division, Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six.
You need to narrow down Rainbow Six.
It's just Rainbow Six, I think. Is it Rainbow Six?
It's not Siege Operators.
No. It's not. They're not characters from these games. It's just like factions based upon the games. Okay. And then the last one is DeadSec, but you have to actually unlock that by getting stupid like 700,000 XP, or you can buy it, obviously. Each faction's got 3 characters. Again, you only start with 1 character in each faction, but you can unlock more by getting a stupid amount of XP or paying for them. And each character has got each faction has got their own specific power you can use. So I've been using a lot of Division 1 because it's all based around fire, naturally. And you get one of 2 powers you can have which recharge slowly, one of which is like a drone that fires like a flamethrower. It flies forward and just blows up at the end, but it fires a massive flamethrower around all the way along. Or you can get one where it explodes a massive like area of effect around you, just everything burns for a few seconds. Or you can use the Splinter Cell faction, which gives you the option to either scan the local area for enemies or turn yourself invisible for a little bit. And then each character can have a different loadout, so you can have like a assault rifle, shotgun, LMG, sniper rifle, which they come with their own, grenades and landmines and flashbangs and stuff like that. You can customize them, but to customize them properly, you need to level up something rotten. I unlocked the AK-47 earlier on, and to even just put a scope on it, I've got to get to like level 4, and and I've played a few hours with it, and I'm not even on level 2 yet. So it's a proper grind to get to the stuff you actually
level up just to use
And considering it was double XP for guns this weekend, that's really bad.
That's why me and Dan played a little bit earlier on. So it's double XP at the minute, but each gun levels up separately, so you don't level up the characters.
Oh, okay. So
you level up the guns themselves.
Right.
You level up the gun, you get different scopes and.
Because holy shit, that was taking the piss for a second.
Yeah, so I think my gun you start with, the default like assault rifle, I got to like level 8 or 9, but then the AK-47 is slightly more powerful, so I switched over to it. It's obviously a free-to-play game, which is why there's a lot of grinding and a lot of stuff you could just pay to boost yourself up if you want to. There's not too much in terms of shenanigans going on just yet. Excuse me. Everybody seems to be stuck with the default characters. I haven't really seen anyone with any further unlocks or
600 levels deep.
Yeah. But in terms of the actual like moment-to-moment gameplay, I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying it. It basically plays like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like the original old school one like we were talking about, I think it was last week. It's not too complicated. There's no like kill streaks or rewards or anything like that. It literally is just your power and your grenade or whatever you got. And it's super fast paced, super reactive, super like the levels themselves are quite well designed, so it's not just you're not funneled down one corridor where you can't get past. There's loads of different routes and options to go around. And especially when it comes to the escort mode, which is by far my least favorite mode because it's the one that I always seem to get shafted. Yeah. But even when we're doing terribly, which is most of the time, it's still quite a lot of fun because there's so many different routes and ways of attacking to try and either defend it or to actually get it moving. It's sort of different every time. And like I said, I played with Daniel, ladies' favorite Dan. Shout out earlier on for a couple of hours, and we had a great time.
How did you cope?
We were both as bad as each other, to be fair, but we both did pretty well at certain moments. There's a couple of games. There was one game which I meant to share with you lot. Me and him were top of the leaderboard.
Deaths don't count.
Oh shit! In that case,
so you can't search by the amount of times you've died.
We had top kills and top points. I can't remember the game mode we were playing, but yeah, we were top of the leaderboard for one game.
What did you then realise it was filtering by alphabetical order?
Yeah,
that's it.
I couldn't believe it because I was like, "Oh, Dan, I need to check this." Oh shit, we were.
Did you screenshot it?
I did. I'll share it with you later on.
Tell us your proof. I'm not believing
it. Yeah. But yes, it's really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Like I said, apart from the grind, they've had some issues apparently with like hit detection and that, which I think I've definitely come across once or twice. But generally, it's been pretty good, like pretty solid to play, and I think it would be a fun Project Game Pass game, even though again it's not in Game Pass, for the group of us to get together. I know Graham's not a big fan of sort of Call of Duty online shooters and stuff, but it's so easy to play. It's not like there's a lot of tryhards on shooter, there.
Which I like when the month I'm off.
Yeah, well, you can always join us when you come back. We can play it again.
Bring my Rikishi and play them.
It's really, really good. Way more enjoyable than I expected it to be. And yeah, I've sort of been today. I've been bouncing. I played a bit of that with Dan, like I said. Went back to Last of Us. Stopped playing Last of Us. Went back to XDefiant for another hour. Went back to Last of Us. It's bouncing back and forth. It's really, really good. I'm surprised. Like I said, the grind is a bit much, but it'd be a lot of fun. I think if we get together and have a game.
When you find the time?
Very, very soon. Well, I was very, very lucky. I got left home alone for a few hours today, which is the only reason I had the chance to even attempt it today.
I had to leave the house to get that. I swore on a 10k one.
Anyway, well worth a go. Give it a download and give it a play. And there's like I said, it's easy enough to just jump into. You don't read. In fact, the tutorial I don't think was even enabled until today. So I was just jumping in.
What?
Well, when you load up the menu, you've got quick play, sort of unranked play, rank play, and then like practice. But up until today, it wasn't even enabled. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not practicing then. I'm just
fucking right in the deep end.
Right in the deep end.
Get in there and give it a try. And that's the best way to do it. But yeah, it's well worth a play, definitely. And I enjoy it just because, like I said, it's more like the old school online shooters that I played back in my youth.
Back in today.
Where I used to be somewhat competent. I'm not very good at XDefiant, but I'm getting there. I look forward to playing with you lot at some point very, very soon indeed. Gentlemen,